Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of the Brian Colletto Show. Hi, Lily. Great to see you. And I will invite you if you want to come up later. Um, you can, and I'll gladly unplug this mini mic so that I can hear you. Um, so, um, this is my first show in 2 weeks. Um, I had to cancel last week because I was not feeling my greatest, and it just would have been really difficult for me to put on a show here. So I am back this week. Um, I'm still not fully over it, but I'm just about there. I'm over my second cold in a month, enough to be able to speak today. So um, I'm actually changing things up a little bit for tonight's show, um, from what I usually do. I usually do something directly about autism. I will still tie that in a bit, but I'm doing this show on the 1 year anniversary of when my Instagram was hacked. And and I wanted to talk about that because um, it is it is an important subject, and it did change a lot of things for me when it happened last year. So, um, with what happened, so I clicked on a link that I shouldn't have, and it set my profile in lots of flux. And it was two uh, very stressful weeks to get it back. Yes, I was able to get my account back, so I don't need people flooding me with messages on how to unhack, because I have it back. I've had it back since last March. We're all good. Um, but um, yeah, I think, uh, I mean, part of the reason that I dealt with so many messages from people was because I didn't just put out an announcement on my Facebook page. I didn't do that because I didn't know what Blood Family's reaction to that would be. If they thought that, if they would react as if I'm just an easy target because of my nice nature. Uh, Obviously, that's not the case, and I have explained that this was happening to a lot of people. I don't think it's happening as frequently now, but um, but I know it does happen. But with that said, uh, it did change things for me, and I say thank God I got on TikTok last year to uh, start sharing my autism journey on there. Uh, it was a platform I could go to, and it was a nice little 2 week reprieve in some ways from Instagram. And it also changed the way I used the platform, because no longer could I just keep up with everybody's posts and get to the point where it says, you've seen all the posts from the last 3 days from everybody you follow. That doesn't happen anymore. Um, and I've been able to build it back better than ever. Um, and while I am inconsistent with it for a number of different reasons, I have occasionally shared hashtags to help. And I've also occasionally looked for other creators who talk about autism a lot and look to connect with them. So it definitely changed the way I use these different platforms, all of them, really. Um, but I am very grateful to everyone who reported it, who helped me get it back. Um, and that's the reason why it's so important to build relationships around the world, because there are a lot of people that are willing to give a helping hand. That's why I don't just stick to a few people. Um, so that's uh, that's key. And actually, a hack almost happened back in September, except I recognized it immediately, and and that's why I was able to prevent myself from it happening again. So, yeah, I've definitely learned a lot of things from that, and and I do think that it has been addressed in some ways by CEOs of these platforms, but I don't think there's enough being done. So that's what I have to say about the 1 year since I got hacked on Instagram. So now let's pivot a little bit. Um, Again, I know people come listen to my shows um, for the autism stuff, and we are about a month away from Autism Awareness Month. And I don't know exactly what kind of content I will do during that month, and I don't know what activities, if any, that I will do related to autism in my regular community in New Jersey at the moment. But I am keeping my ears open and my eyes open for different things. And we'll see what I could do. Um, Other than that, I didn't really do any research before this show to come up with any ideas to talk about tonight. So I'm just here to talk away. And in my last segment that I usually do on these shows, I like to talk about the different things that I've done in the community since my last show. So please bear with me as I look to dig back into my brain over the last 2 weeks since my last show to think about what it is, what activities I did since that time. So, um, what did I do during that time? Well, I attended a um, a few networkings. One of the first one was 2 weeks ago tomorrow. It was a young professionals group that I've been a part of for a few years. Uh, they were one of the very first groups that I joined, and um, and I don't get to see them as often as I would like, but I appreciate every time that I do see them. So Uh, it was a great meeting, and uh, we listened to a great talk from a real estate agent who's involved in much more than real estate, um, and who prides themselves on being a local celebrity. That's also something that I pride myself on as well. Just kind of doing it naturally, not expecting anything, but giving a lot. And and then um, I I didn't really do anything on the first day of Lent. Um, yes, I do celebrate Lent for those of you that may not know. And there was an activity that I thought I might do after work that day, but um, I wasn't able to for a number of different reasons. And then the day after that was my mother's birthday, and we had a very nice uh, low key celebration. And and then um, that last weekend of February, I went to a traveling vendor palooza uh, at the expo center in my town, and that was that was fun. Um, there wasn't a ton of people, but I enjoyed the people that were there. And no, I wasn't feeling my greatest then either, but I uh, kept going through it. So, um, and then uh, last week, last week was I, if I remember correctly, last week was very low key. Um, I did not. Oh no! Wait a minute. No, it wasn't totally low key. I attended my town's 32nd annual um, State of the Township address. Part of this was for the agency that I work for in town, and helping them uh, grow business and awareness in town. So that was my event last week. And that was also a little bit of networking as well. And then this past weekend, Saturday was a self care day. The activities were very low here at home, but I did do a few things around the house. And then yesterday on Sunday, I attended uh, a chocolate expo and a holistic wellness expo. My main activities were the chocolate expo, but I did make a brief stop at the wellness expo afterwards. And that was the same place as the vendor palooza at the expo center in my town. And that one, parking was very tough. In fact, I had to park very far from the building, but it was a nice walk to and from. And I got a lot of steps in, and I helped my friend who owns a an acting company, and yeah, that it was fun. Um, I didn't bring home a lot of chocolate, but I didn't really want to do that anyway. Um, and if you're curious about that, you could see my Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn for what I posted about the Chocolate Expo. Um, it's up. So, with that said, um, that is everything that I've got for tonight. Um, And Lily, thank you for coming in. I didn't know if you wanted to chat or anything, but uh, thank you for being here. And for anyone listening to this on replay, um, you're always welcome to come up and chat with me live on Fireside. Um, I will gladly unplug this mini mic that I have on my phone so that I can listen to you speak. Um, so I'm not seeing Lily raise her hand, so I think she's just listening. And so let's wrap it up. Oh, she dropped off. But I'm glad that she came. So until next time, I send you all love, light, happiness, and peace.